Charlene sits quietly. Just by that, I already know her type. She's one of those people. She's legal at 19 of age, and there's at least one of them in every class. They are the ones that just sit there during class and rarely say a word. They act like it causes them great pain to just say a few words in class. Her blonde, messy hair acts as a thick brownish-red screen, almost as if protecting her from the outside world. Her posture, which is turned somewhat inward, is on her list of defenses as well. But what is she so afraid of? Is she afraid of sounding stupid? Or of getting hurt? I am drawn to the mystery of who Charlene is. Does she talk with an accent? Does she talk quietly or loudly? How does she act outside of class? I find myself asking these questions coming up with more and more. Just by her looks, I can get a general idea of what she's like. She's a pretty girl, but by the way she carries herself and hides, it's apparent that she's one of these girls who doesn't believe that they're pretty. Her hair, which is obviously multicolored, a cross between brown and black and parted non-conventionally to the side, says that she doesn't want to be like everyone else. Apparently, she has a fainted rebellious nature. She looks like she has something to say as she takes in a breath and opens her mouth ever so slightly. And after that, it's back to the silent treatment she's giving to the rest of the people. Eventually, she was called upon. There's a split second of panic and utter dread that flashed in her eyes. If you had not been paying attention, you would have missed it. She spoke. The wavering of her voice and a slight tint of red on her cheeks shows the whole class her embarrassment of speaking in front of a group of relatively unknown people. Most of my questions about her have been answered. But wait, I still have more. She seemed to have a sense of empowerment by speaking. However, it seems with Charlene that old habits die hard and she's back to being the nervous unknown girl. Who knows, the next time we'll hear her speak again. Success is yours. Education is something I care passionately about. I love to learn new things. I love to share the things that I learn with others. I feel fortunate to follow a career which allows me to do something that I love doing for my job. Myself, has been one of my weakest points. I come to the point that, how would I deal with it? I've always been surrounded by so much pressures and expectations, and it almost come to the point that those bad thoughts of others define me. But as I learn to handle myself, everything follows. And even if I don't know what could have happened next, my experiences and lessons lead me through it. But learning even beyond the school curriculum or outside of it became increasingly important to me as the time passed by little by little. I got to know the good in everyone. Every single day, I become more knowledgeable and I wouldn't let myself moved with the thirst of learning. I suffered from somewhat a butterfly approach, becoming almost unobsessively fascinated about one area or another for a while before moving on to another. I fear that I've been locked with the self-discipline to pursue a single area that is necessary to develop my expertise beyond competence. But despite of that experience, I managed to have a control of myself. The one who motivates me during difficulty moments are of course my family, and also the reason why I wanted to know better and understand, and that is because I have my goals in life. I learned that for long-term success, you need to achieve things that can build upon. Because if we're measuring our success by reaching the finishing line first, but then collapsing, who are we benefiting? We should keep thinking about how to reinforce and build upon our ideas so that they have a long-term impact rather than achieving quick hits. Two of my favorite inspirational word guide in handling life difficulties came from Carl Rogers' quotations. Like, the good life is a process. not a state of being. It is a direction, not a destination. And also a quote on human nature saying, "When I look at the world, I am pessimistic. But when I look at people, I am optimistic." Because I also believe that people possess an inherent goodness and that all people are driven by the actualizing tendencies. I want people to describe me as a mystery, or even a mysterious one, because by that, probably most of them would be eager to know more about me, not expecting to fully understand me, but at least to better know me. And I also want to hear from them that Charlene is someone that deserves everything she desires without second thoughts, that she deserves the best of the best and nothing less, that Charlene is someone that cannot be found anywhere else and no one can mimic, because Charlene is the only one. And I love her, for she is Charlene.
Did they tell you just how long a time it took for me to get to you? And when the world said it's impossible, said it's improbable, the chances of